Welcome back everybody to another video for Marvel's Future Revolution, and today guys we're going to be talking about how to solo Fenris, the Ultimate Edition of the raid. Now this can be applied to any of the raids, and what I want to do today guys is instead of you waiting for a party, I want to show you guys how to do this on your own because a lot of people are waiting for members. Now he is currently the raid today and he is the easiest of the raids to finish. Now this actually applies to all of the challenges, extremes, and ultimate editions, but we want to do ultimate because ultimate drops orange loot, and that is one of the key things for specialization. So what I want to do today, guys, is going to focus on how to beat the boss without getting hit, and pretty much cover all of the actual phases, including all the moves to expect. Okay, so the cool thing about this is there's no enrage timers, which means the DPS you do on this boss is just on your own time. You can take 20 minutes, 30 minutes, it doesn't matter. There is no time limit to finish this boss. So take your time. You can do this on your own if you want to practice, but I want to show you guys every phase and every move that goes along with it. So here's the cutscene, and this Mama Jamma is a big freaking dog, bro. I know it's a wolf, and it is the coming of Ragnarok. If you guys know the history of Norse mythology, Fenris is one of the causes of Ragnarok with a couple other gods and monsters, and making him still one of the easier bosses, which is luckily here. So here's phase one, guys. He's just a regular sized dog, and in phase one it's pretty straightforward. There's a couple of mechanics to avoid. He starts off with, I believe, 2 to 3 basic attacks. All right, and there's the basic attacks there. So essentially just take the hits or dodge them, but don't waste your actual dodge. Now here is the second part. He does 2 stomps here, okay? For these, you don't have to dodge, just move side to side, kind of like this over here. You can actually avoid it and just hit him while he's recovering. He has quite a bit of a hot box, and then right here after his last stomp, he's going to actually end up doing a basic attacks again, right? So it's very easy to avoid these. Actually, there were 3 stomps, so my mistake. There's 3 stomps, not 2. So you want to just continue doing this right here. And there you go. Now he's going to do 3 tackles. So the first tackle is actually orange. The other 2 tackles, though, are not orange based. So make sure you avoid those and just wait. Now here, after the 3 tackles, he's actually going to jump in the air. This is a one-shot kill. If you land on that, if he lands on you there, you're done. So make sure you avoid it. Okay, so phase 1 ends roughly about 4 times. So he does 2 jumps here. So the first jump he just did, that's the second jump. And now right about here, here's a second jump here. There it is. And then here, when you get him at 4 times 0.5, so like 4 times the health, 0.5, he goes into his second phase. All right, now phase 2, don't use any skills. He's just going to go invincible, all right? And here he does a jump right from the get-go, so avoid that jump times 1. You have a little bit of time to hit him when he recovers. Again, his hitbox is open, and then he'll do a couple basic attacks just to get the ball rolling here, okay? So you can avoid the basic attacks, or you can go ahead and face them on if you have pretty good dodge and hit him back and forth. But phase 2 is really not that much more difficult. He does 1-time stomp there, just move aside again, just like the other one. The only difference with phase 2 is he hits a lot harder and he hits faster, right? And he does a new dash move that you just saw right there where he comes right into you, but nothing really changes here in phase 2. He's, again, just a stronger hitting, faster hitting unit. So he does 2 dashes here and then a stomp. So dash does get faster on the second one specifically, so you can just move side to side. And here the cast is actually longer, but the hitbox is much bigger. The key thing here, guys, make sure you're avoiding that until the animation is done. Don't run into it, because you can prematurely run into it and he will definitely one-shot you no matter how powerful you are. It does hit really hard. So he'll do it again after two little maneuvers there. There you go. 2 dashes, and then you'll see the stomp. Now the stomp doesn't land where he is. The stomp will actually follow you closer to where you are. So just run around a little bit, avoid it like that. There you go. Let the stomp finish. I want to make sure that's key. Then throw in a couple of pieces of damage in there, and that should bring him down quite a bit. Now, phase 3 happens at 2 times health, okay? Phase 3, he starts off by doing a jump, and then he goes into the shadows, okay? Now the shadows brings in a couple things. It brings in adds. So what you want to do is you want to get those adds together and use your AoE to take them all out at the same time. And he also does tackles. Now if you look at the mini-map, you gotta see where he's looking, right? There's a star there that indicates where he is. You can rest assured he'll most likely jump on you. He does it 3 times, and then he'll come in with a stomp, right? So take advantage after that stomp to hit him a few times, and then you'll notice he'll go back into the shadows. He'll do 2 tackles here, and then he'll do a middle stomp. So avoid the middle, guys. Just move away from the middle, avoid these 2 tackles, and then just wait till he dashes through and avoid the middle here. Like you see, he'll drop down right about there. So you need to be a little further to the corner so you can avoid that damage, right? And then he does an additional stomp with an AoE damage. So that the one-shot you, it'll actually tick. You can take the damage a few times, but you want to necessarily just get away. Again, he does it right in the middle, so just move right in the corner and stay there. All right, at that point, it's pretty much the same thing over and over again. He'll do a couple basic attacks, he ends up doing, I believe, his stomp next, or maybe his tackle. There it is, yeah, it's 2 stomps. So move side to side again. There's 1 stomp, right? And you're probably going to see the second stomp show up right there. There it is. So just move side to side, and then throw in the little piece of damage while he recovers. Again, the hitbox is pretty big, and the animation takes him a while to do some recovery. Back to his basic dash, and then here you're going to see another one with a couple of bites. And that is pretty much it, guys. From there, it's going to just be the typical tackle ×2 and stomp. So again, you can see the repetitive motions, right? So rewatch this and learn the phases, guys. The phases become very straightforward. And the cool thing about Fenris is, if you can avoid all the mechanics, you only will ever get hit by his basic attack. Everything else is very easy to avoid, making this fight simple. And like I said, there is no enrage timer, guys, so take advantage of that. If you need 10-15 minutes, do it. Doesn't matter. It takes me about 5. It should take you a little longer if you're lower power, but it still is possible. And there it is, guys. The orange dropped right there, and that's important because you don't have to waste all of your purples, which are extremely rare to get anyways. But if you want to challenge this is the best way to do it. So there you guys have it. I hope this video gave you an idea. Now, I will cover each of these bosses once a day. I'm just doing the boss of the day. If I go into my specialization here, I'll show you guys exactly what I'm using Fenris for right now. So if there's the chart, you guys can kind of see I'm filling it up. I'm 38 out of 75. But the orange ones are important because the higher you get in the specialization categories, the more you're going to need those. So there you go. Now you're going to need orange. So 5 to 6, you need oranges. 6 to 7, you're going to need oranges, right? And keep in mind, guys, there's a chance to actually fail your success rate. Like, a success rate isn't 100%. The further you go into the specialization, the higher chance it is of failing. So there you guys have it. I'm aiming for one to finish that one off specifically. But if you guys have any questions, put it in the comment section. Hit me up in game if you have any questions as well about the fights. And I'll be doing another video probably for another boss either tomorrow or the following day. All right, guys. I hope this video helped you out. Again, Fenris, very straightforward. Just avoid the tackles, avoid the stomps, and avoid the grounds, the jumps. You'll be golden from there. All right, guys. This is Payne. Hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good one.